My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is hoping that you will forgive them. We've got the I want to apologize, I need your forgiveness card, and we also have I can't let you go. So perhaps you're in an argument with them, perhaps you've been no contact for a while, perhaps you are dating this person. There's something here that threatens to be the end for this friendship or romantic connection, whatever it might be. But it's difficult because imagining life without you is difficult for them to actually embrace. It's probably more likely a love reading than a friendship, but you can take the reading however it resonates for you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime or a lot, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello, Key Controller. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Hello, Holy Ghost. Hello, Chad. How are we doing today? Let's see. What should we start with? I think we'll go with the Noisy Tarot. What else do we have? You already deleting the message? All right. Hello, Ruhio. How are you doing? We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So this is somebody who may surprise you with their changed perspective. They may have been dishonest, or they may have been refusing to see things from your perspective. They may have believed something that they should not have, but we have a change, a shift that may surprise you as far as being willing to see things the way that you were trying to help them to understand, but they failed to. So the Eight of Swords being in the reverse is a lovely card, especially next to the Devil in the reverse, because this is, I'm letting go of the things that had blinded me to what I need to do, right? That's funny. Hello, Rachel. What's up? Hello, Bobby. I hope you're having a good day. What else? Temperance in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot. So there's been a lot of sadness and disruption and frustration over the distance between the two of you. I do feel like whoever you're dealing with here, this is a hardworking individual. Maybe there were times where they would distract themselves with that in the past that you're aware of. Maybe it's just kind of like their go-to distraction method if they're having, you know, something frustrating or stressful going on. But I don't feel like this is somebody who just like sits around and mopes around. They're trying to distract themselves, or at least be productive, right? Hello, YH, how are you doing? I feel that, Rachel. I totally forgot to eat. I was supposed to do that, but I ended up doing personal readings instead. So we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they do need to apologize because they either believed a lie or they told you a lie. Hello, Travel. I think I'm just fine, but thank you for your concern. We have King of Wands and Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who's going to come back around. I don't feel like you expect them to apologize the way that they do. They may bring you a gift. They may want to like buy you lunch or a drink, but the way they're going to apologize clearly demonstrates for you that they know they were wrong. They know that they approached things without really thinking about it. Thank you, Linda. Hello, G. How are you doing? Bacon cheeseburger. Dang it, Rachel. Why you gotta make me think about a cheeseburger? Now I want one. Actually, I've been craving Thai food. That might have to happen. Hello, Apprentice. How are you doing? No, I don't know. You can hang out and find out. Otherwise, the beauty of YouTube is you could find a different video. Either way, I hope you have a good day. Hello, Shrishma. How are you doing? Hello, Ear. What's up? Okay. We have the Lovers in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. I made a choice, and that choice resulted in things falling apart. I think this is a lot of accountability here, and perhaps this is someone who didn't really know how to do that before, right? Hey, B, that is not how I use magic. Hello, Marlon. How are you doing? Hello, Useful. Oh, from Egypt? That's so cool. How's Egypt doing? I hope you're enjoying your weekend. All right. So this is someone who's coming back, and they're going to have a very different tone. I just heard, what's it? Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. What's the name of that movie? Where he says, "You talking to me? You talking to me?" He's like practicing in the mirror. I think you're gonna be surprised that this is somebody who comes back around and apologizes in a very genuine and like thorough way. He's a good man and thorough. Sorry. Points if you know where that's from. Let's get a few from What's the News. Hello, Archetype. What's going on? Oh, careful what you wish for, B. Doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Cuffing season. Single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship and on the hunt. And heart to heart. I think this is somebody who, I do feel like this is a romantic reading. I think this is somebody who comes back around and they're ready for something to be leveled up. It's like, look, I know that it's been a little bit difficult, or I know that it's been probably frustrating, and it took me a while, but now I understand where you're coming from, and I want to take seriously what you've asked, or I want to change this behavior, or I want to work on this with you. And their actions are going to back up their words. This is someone who feels like if they don't do right in this moment by you, they will lose you. And they see you as the partner they want to be with. This is like, if we're really ride or die, if we're really meant to be together, then I need to be able to look within every once in a while and make sure that I have the actual right take on the situation, that I'm not being stubborn or, you know, selfish. So good for them. Very mature take on it. Do you see room for a Christmas tree in here, Desmond? There's no room for that. Yeah, please don't be insulting entire countries in my live chat. That's lame. Hello, Jessica. So, Desmond, your question is, where is the Christmas tree? I just want you to fully appreciate how close this bookshelf is to the table that I read tarot on. Part of the time when I drop ish on the ground, it's because I'm trying not to knock everything off of this. So, where's the Christmas tree? I'll get some Christmas decorations, but I ain't gonna be a tree. Hello, Tove. I feel like you've told me your name before and I can't remember. Hello, Steven. Is it Vishal? I can't remember. Hello, Salvador. Desmond, don't be yelling at me and telling me what to do. I feel like I mentioned at the beginning of this reading that I forgot to eat, so, you know, tread carefully. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? Hello, Cody. That is inappropriate. I challenge you to come back sometime and be respectful or mature. Yep. I like it, Steven. Just a little baby time out. Hello, Mean Fox. How's it going? Hello, Pew Manchu. I don't know if that's meant to be offensive, but I find it delightful because it's funny. Also because there's this cool store in Iowa City. What's it called? Ray Gun. And they have, oh, maybe they changed it by now, but they have a cat gun. Pew, pew. That's what I think about it. I like it. All right, so Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. I needed some time alone to gain an appreciation for what you were trying to explain to me. And yes, I think the distance helped this person acknowledge there really is like a void in my life now that I don't get to connect with you, or now that I don't have, you know, access to you. They needed a little bit of time alone. But with the Queen of Wands, I'm getting very like focused energy. What can I do? And it's not necessarily that I have to go out there and do stuff, right? It's more that I need to appreciate that there's change that I should go through, right? Yes, by liking or subscribing, or if you have a personal question, you can donate, or you can donate some memberships, or you can just say some awesome things to people in the live chat, which will make me happy. All right, we have the High Priestess in the reverse, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups. They feel like they need to come back with new, like, different energy that demonstrates their understanding of where they went wrong, or you will walk away or stay away, right? Because you're presumably already no contact or kind of like meh on this person. So their thinking is, if I continue to do as I have been doing, I will never probably have you in my life again. If, on the other hand, I take a look within and think about what could be done differently, then I might be able to have you in my life long term. It's worth it to them, or it was worth it, because they've already been working on change. So they've come out as the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And they see you as the Chariot. They feel like you're quick to walk away. Not necessarily like you, you know, jump to conclusions or don't know what you're looking at and then you make a decision. It's more so that if it feels like there's no room to work on things with this person, then you can walk away. You're not going to sit there and like beg them, right? So Eight of Swords in the reverse, Justice in the reverse, and the Ten of Wands. I know I need to be the one to contact you. I know that an apology and changed behavior is the only way that I could convince you to give me access again or be in your life. This person is listening to their intuition more. They're realizing they need to be willing to do things not necessarily following other people's footsteps. So maybe they've had a bad example in their life. Maybe their parents didn't have a very healthy relationship. Maybe they've seen a lot of other people's relationships crumble and haven't really learned from those things. But this is somebody who feels like, even though I haven't necessarily had the best role models, I still know what doesn't work. I still know that just giving up isn't an option because this person is important to me. Thank you for subscribing, Disappearance. I appreciate it. Hello, Ray. Hello, I am. How are you doing? Hello, Matthew. Good luck with the work. Hello, Sri. So we have Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Wands. I know that you told me to leave you alone, or I know that you're mad at me. I know you probably aren't expecting things to change, but I have changed and I want a second chance. I want to prove to you that I have learned what you're talking about, or I understand where I went wrong previously. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Hello, Zach. Thank you, Rachel. We've got Justice again and Intimacy. Yeah, I think this is a love reading. You can have emotional intimacy, right? You can have a soulmate as a friend. But this is suggesting that our Chariot individual, which likely is you, has a healthy respect for learning lessons and walking away from people who refuse to do the same. If you want to be in my inner circle, if you want to be in my life, if you want to be, you know, close to me, then there needs to be an appreciation for accountability, integrity, honesty, authenticity. It's like, you know, there are standards here. And they appreciate that a little bit more. We have Whispers, Depth, Inward, Meditation, Higher Self, and Existence. Lessons, Distress, Dark Night of the Soul, Loss, and Experience. So they've gone through a dark night of the soul. That's definitely indicative of change. That's why we had the Death card come out. Sometimes when you go through that spiritual awakening and you're dealing with somebody who has maybe avoided it or, you know, delayed, they can get motivated to finally walk that path or work on themselves because they realize they might lose someone like you, right? Mallet Melee. Hello, Cameron. How are you doing? Hello, Danny. This is a general reading. I do have all signs readings if you want to go to the channel page and look for specifics. Hello, Sea-Dog. What's up? We have celebration, or sorry, vibration. What was I going with celebration from? Vortex, buzzing, frequency, mind, reality, and energy flow, along with sexuality, smexuality. Can't remember how YouTube deals with that, right? Sensuous, passion, kundalini, sacred, physical stuff, primal, and carnal. Because of your integrity, because of your focus on working on yourself, and because of the type of connection you have with this person, you have inspired them to raise their vibration. They have realized they only get to be in your energy or be with you if they appreciate that pursuit of personal growth or spiritual development. Hello, Caleb. How are you doing? I sure hope so, Chris. Sorry. Hello, Summer. Or Summer G. How are you doing? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hello, Desar. How are you doing? What should we do? Let's go with the Weird Cat Tarot, shall we? Hello, NYC. This is a general reading. Hey, Summerjeet, please don't repeat your comments. What else do we have? Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Sun, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. All right, so They have clarity on the situation that previously I think they'd been a little bit stubborn. They didn't want to see your side. But both the Seven of Cups being in the reverse and the Sun, these talk about clarity. I'm taking in the information and processing it and understanding that there's change that needs to happen, right? Otherwise, you're going to continue to be mad, or we won't be able to have a second chapter. Thank you, Rachel. Hey, Summerji, I'm pretty sure she was directing that at you or others that have similar questions. Hello, Megan. How are you doing? Hello, Selena. How's your day? Hello, B. Hey, Benjamin. Please call me Carmen. Ace of Pentacles and Two of Wands. They have plans. They're making plans. If you live at a distance, this person is figuring out travel. If you are, you know, blocking them on social media, they may feel the only way to see you is, or to talk to you is to see you. They may feel like the best route is to send something to you and include a note, like, here's some flowers, hey, can you meet for coffee, that kind of thing. But they feel like they have to be creative, and they feel like they have to demonstrate that it's not their same old energy, that there's a change here, right? Queen of Swords in the reverse. I love the username. Hello, Laura. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. Do I need to worry about my ex and his threats? I'm writing that down. I will start personal questions here in about 10 minutes. But I'm also sending you some protective energy there, Laura. I hope you don't have anything to worry about, but we will find out in a few moments. Queen of Swords in the reverse, Five of Swords, and the Hierophant in the reverse. I think you're going to find this person has changed their outlook, has changed their approach. This is not just, okay, I will text you more, or, okay, I blocked my ex, now can we get back together? This is multiple things that they have had to address, that they have acknowledged or admitted, or will tell you that they acknowledge. Those things were getting in the way. Maybe it's habits, maybe it's friends, maybe it's a work life. They found a way to adjust what they need to make room for you in a more respectful way. Hello, Unbreakable. How are you doing? Death in the reverse. They don't want things to end. They're willing to do what it takes. They know that previously they were acting like they didn't have control over situations. You know, something like, well, I can't help but cancel because I have to go do something for, you know, my sibling or my ex. Not acknowledging that they needed to have boundaries or have something that, you know, maybe resembled a little bit of a compromise, or here's when I'm available, here's when I'm not. Now it's like, I actually do have the power. I can find a way to create a better situation for us, or anticipate what could go wrong and avoid it, right? We have the Nine of Wands and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Seven of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who's being honest with you. They feel like you are one of the most important things in their life, or you are the most important person in their life, and losing you would be heartbreaking, or has been heartbreaking. They're willing to walk over hot coals for you. Like, what do you need? You tell me. You want me to go pick up your favorite dessert? I'll go do it. This is someone who feels like you are worth the effort. You are worth, you know, a little bit of sacrifice. This is the Love Oracle. Is it a different Laura? Hello, Laura. If it's a same Laura and I said hi twice, I don't feel bad. Hello, Peggy. How are you doing, sweetie? I hope you've been staying busy in a good way. Yes, love to see you. So we've got hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart, foundation, established, family, and security, and healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. I think this is somebody who acknowledged that you were right about something they needed to change that would allow for them to have a more stable or less chaotic existence. It could be, you know, a best friend or an ex or a family member or an approach to work or not so great habit, but they have addressed these things. Are they perfect? No, but they have taken very seriously what they need to do to get into better shape to be with you. So this is beautiful. Even if they don't end up with you, they have improved their life. In the past, they were impacted by negative energy. They might have had a negative mindset. There may have actually been some spell work here, but they were secretive. They kept you at arm's length, and they acknowledged that's not a way to have a healthy relationship. This was the block or one of the blocks, and it required them to take decisive action. Do I want to lose this person because I'm not willing to deal with these problems, or am I going to like roll up the sleeves and deal with it, right? We have confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure, and pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. So they were confused, they were stubborn, they didn't want to see things from your point of view. You know, there could be some people here who struggle to let go of a friend or a negative influence because that person, you know, has been in their life for a long time, or maybe they felt a little guilty about it, right? Hello, Isaiah. Thank you for the tip. Oh, what does she, for Michelle, I think, what does she want with me? And she uploaded a video kissing a friend to make, ooh, I don't like that. Does she regret the kissing video? I've got those written down for you. Thank you, Isaiah. If you are a new person in the live chat, if you haven't been here before, I start those right around 30 or 35 minutes in. And I've got Laura ahead of you in line, but you would be second. All right. Let's get a few from the Energy Oracle. What else do we have, please? Goddess of the Moon. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. I'm telling you, I think there is someone here who has been sending negative energy or like trying to block this person from falling in love or being in a healthy relationship. For others of you, this is being raised by somebody who taught them to fear or reject love, avoid it, push it away. They had to unlearn. It's like I have to go to 2 weeks of training on how to love because I didn't get the right education when I was younger, right? Or I have to unlearn some of the things that I picked up in a toxic relationship. So they figured out what was the problem. I know what has been blocking it. I know what has made it difficult for me to be in a relationship with you. So I'm going to deal with it. For some of you, this person has cut the cord with an ex or a friend that was not a very good influence. Or they've been able to block out this energy that had impacted their love life so negatively. Hello, how's it going, Selena? Hey, JC. Interesting that you say Leo or Pisces. I am very Pisces. Super Pisces. I don't know if I have any Leo, actually. I think of the fire signs, I only have Sagittarius. All right, we're going to get a few from the Hidden Truth Oracle, and then we're going to switch over to those personal questions, okay, y'all? What else? So, very physically attracted to you. We did have the confirmation of that earlier in the reading with the sensuous card. This is someone who says they lost themselves for a little while. They needed to let go of some of those people that were overly influential or who, you know, maybe directed them a little bit too much, gave bad advice, and impacted that love life in a bad way. I want you. And you speak to me through music. They do still feel connected to you. They do feel like they need to apologize soon. They feel your energy even though you aren't communicating. They may be dreaming about you. They're nervous though. It's like, I feel this sense of urgency. I need to talk to you soon. I need to apologize. But at the same time, once I finally get you on the phone or once I'm, you know, face to face with you, I'm so nervous that you're just going to slam the door in my face or not give me the time of day or not believe it when I'm telling you the truth. So, of course, they're nervous, right? They have to somehow communicate that they've done the work that they've been avoiding for so long. So it's like, I can't really blame you if you think that I'm lying. Maybe I did previously. Welcome, Mukesh. I hope you're having a good day. April, if you're not getting notifications, I don't know if it'll let you unsubscribe and then resubscribe. That's worked for some people in the past, but I would just say in general, the user interface is not really like YouTube's strong suit. There's some struggles. And that's been since like I started the channel 4 years ago. So, but yeah, I'm sorry, that happens. Have a good one, Rachel. It's true. Hello, Minaj. How are you doing? All right, we're going to switch over to the personal questions, and we have Laura up first. Do I need to worry about the ex and his threats? I would say you don't have to worry about it getting like drastically out of hand, but there are some concerns. I do feel like this is somebody who's going to try to impact how others view you or make you out to be the villain. I do get some narcissistic vibes from this person. I do think that they're going to try to retaliate or have a negative impact to how friends or family talk about or look at a breakup or, you know, how things happened or played out between the two of you. But they get distracted by someone new. They find a new project. It's like I'm seeing somebody who is in the midst of a rant, like pointing fingers and like, you're such a bad person. And then they get distracted because there's someone like the lady in the red dress, right, from Matrix, walking by, and they're like, they get distracted. They get pulled off of, you know, trying to attack you or controlling the narrative with you because there's someone else now that they want to put all of their energy into. So it's not going to be like perfect, peaceful, no problems whatsoever, but I feel like it's manageable. I think it's still very smart for you to be observant and cautious and make your decisions as far as where you're going, who you're going with, all of that in a very reasonable way. But I think the ex gets caught up in some new entanglement and forgets to focus on retaliation or making your life difficult. Is there anyone new? I do feel like there's someone else who's interested in you who is trying to understand where things are at for you romantically. If you're single, if you're open to someone else. So if you are interested in dating someone else, make sure that your actions or comments are in alignment with that. Because there's someone trying to figure you out and they're like, I think you want to be by yourself right now, but how do I figure it out when you're ready to like hang out with someone new? So they're trying to figure this out, some new person. All right, so we have Isaiah next. With regards to Michelle, what does she want with Isaiah? This one talks in circles. So look, I think she wants love. I think she wants commitment. The problem is, this is somebody who is back and forth, indecisive, defensive. Is this trust issues? No, we have somebody here who has a tendency to sabotage. What I'm seeing with the Eight of Wands is this is somebody who, like, if you said one half of the things that you were planning on saying, you could still get your point across, but then you say the last half and then you, like, insult someone or, you know, it goes into, like, being a little bit insulting. This is someone who just needs to, like, talk a little bit less and be more direct on what they're actually trying to get across. But it's not so much trust issues. Like, it's not, I feel like you're a bad person. It may be, it may be more so that this is somebody who needs to deal with their emotions in a better way and sort themselves out a little bit. So can they fall in love? Can they be in a relationship? Yes, but I feel like it would be a little bit of an immature approach to it, as this is somebody who hasn't really figured themselves out the way that they need to. Oh, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Hello, X. How are you doing? Hello, Gerline. Thank you, Sherry. That's so sweet. Thank you. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Dre. All right, let's see what we've got for Kyle. The Star. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. King of Cups. I'm seeing this as somebody in your life who in their twilight years or as they age is softening. This is somebody who is a little bit of a terror or just like stubborn or difficult, like my way is the highway kind of thing. But this heart that may have been, you know, a few times too small is growing. Yes, they've been acerbic. They've been difficult. They've been self-centered. But there's something here that has changed this person. It could be, you know, I'm realizing that I'm getting older and I need to be more accommodating or more understanding. Hello, Mystic. Oh, yes, you're the one who gifted me the flower. Hello, Guido. How's it going? Hello, Hack. What's up? My name's Carmen. Yeah, so Kyle, there's someone here who is maybe going to surprise you a little bit by putting the defenses down or even doing something kind for you. This is somebody who is softening in their old age, being maybe a little bit more compassionate than you expect. Could even be a conversation regarding inheritance. Ooh, hold on. I didn't do Isaiah's last question. Does she regret the kissing video? No. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who wanted to make you feel bad. This is somebody who wanted to make you upset. I want you to feel like something that has happened is worse than you expected. I want you to like rue the day, right? Page of Wands in the reverse. So, I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend pursuing this person if their intention is to hurt you. You deserve better than that, Isaiah. Sorry about skipping your question and going and doing somebody else's. Hey, Ashley, I'm doing personal questions at this point. Sherry is asking, will I receive my inheritance? Right now, it's not looking very good. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. There may be a remedy. I do feel like legal consequences are on the horizon. Yeah, I do like that we have the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords both in the reverse for you. If you do nothing, you will not receive this. And it won't be easy, but there is a path to remediating this. It's going to make some enemies. It's going to upset some people, but like, obviously, because if they're trying to steal money from you and then you're like, whoa, 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 they're going to get mad. So be it. The will should be respected. What advice? Eight of Pentacles. Get an expert. A lawyer. Someone who's dealt with this before. Not just somebody who, you know, like my cousin's a lawyer, different kind of law, but, you know, they'll figure it out. Nope, you need somebody that knows how to deal with inheritance and estate issues. But I think you can resolve this. It's going to feel like a little bit of a... Well, I don't know if you're a runner. I'm not really a runner. I did a 5K once just to say that I did it, and I hated it. I'm just not a runner, okay, you guys? I'm sorry. I'd rather roller skate or swim or do some yoga. It's going to be strenuous, but you'll get it. Hello, how's it going? Bricks, what's up? Hello, Flawless. Hello, Realist. Is Doug's acting boss trying to fire Doug? Yes. It's like I have too many things going on right now, and this is the easiest way to reduce my workload. Let's switch to, this is the Edgar Allan Poe. You're welcome, Sherry. Yes, no, I don't mind walking. I think that's great. I like hiking. Ashley's asking, will we work things out? Yes. Empress, Three of Cups in the reverse, Page of Cups, Nine of Swords. I do feel like you're going to work things out, but trust is going to be an issue. I do feel like there's an apology. I do feel like there is a, you know, we can figure this out. But with the Nine of Swords, it's like I still feel like there's something that isn't addressed, or I still feel like there's a little bit of struggle as far as trusting this person. So I see another argument over something not being addressed properly. So the advice here is, yes, you can get back together, but make sure everything is talked about before you jump into another round. Okay, so if we do this, I really need to understand why this happened or why you said that, or if you're still talking to your ex, let's get everything dealt with beforehand so that we can start with a clean slate. If this clean slate is not attempted, then an argument repeats. Hello, Mike. How are you doing? And Doug, I love that it's Doug Funny, by the way. I enjoyed that show. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Ashley. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rahio. All right, I'm going to do one more, and then I got to go eat something because I'm definitely getting hungry. Let's see. Guido asked for a reading. Let's see what we've got for Guido. And thank you for liking and subscribing. What do we have for Guido? 8 of Swords. The Chariot. 10 of Swords. There's someone in your energy. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be like family or a friend. Or even a boss. But there's someone in your energy who is willfully ignorant. You could, I don't know, hold up a suitcase with $1 million in front of this person's face and say, I've got, you know, what you need to solve all your problems. And because they are so determined to be irritable and feel like everybody's against them, they'd be like, I don't see it. What are you talking about? What $1 million? Woe is me. Everything is bad. This person has decided that they want to be negative. That's what they want to do. Let them. You can't change them. They have to change themselves. This is saying walk away from this person who is going to cause problems for you because they refuse to change their attitude. You know how they say, this is such a weird analogy, but this is what I'm seeing. You know how they say that they've done studies that if you talk to or like sing to your plants, they tend to do better? This is like the person that you're with is like yelling at the plants and the plants do worse. This is somebody whose negativity impacts your ability to achieve what you are meant to achieve. So the advice is get some distance from that person, all right? Even if it's temporary. All right, I'm gonna go eat. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I'll see you on the next reading. Doodles.